All right, our next recipe is hot tomato soup. This is an amazing soup. I personally love spice. It's great for my circulation, so I definitely recommend you go ahead and add some spice into your diet and into your life. So we're doing a hot tomato soup. Our first ingredient is bell pepper. So we're going to use 1 bell pepper for this recipe. Now we've pre-chopped bell pepper, and beautifully we have some yellow, some orange, and some red bell pepper. We're not using green bell pepper because green bell pepper is not a ripe bell pepper. Okay, so we want to keep those foods in our diet that will alkalize our system and keep us in that healing, healthy, alkaline space. So here's our bell pepper, bright colored foods, full of antioxidants, so they help us fight cancer. So we've got our bright bell peppers, 1 bell pepper to start. Then we're going to use 4 cups of tomato. You can use any kind of tomato you want. We have Roma tomatoes, which are also my personal favorite, but any tomato will do. Any tomato that you can find at your regular grocery store will be fine. So we're using 4 cups of tomato. Again, we have that bright color, so this is also a great cancer fighter. We have that chopped up ahead of time, just roughly chopped. We're going to add 4 cups of our cancer-fighting tomatoes to our blender. That'll be good. We'll go there. Our next ingredient is 4 stalks of celery. Okay, so this is celery. Some of you may or may not be familiar with celery. It's just this beautiful stalk here, lots of bulb with lots of different stalks. Celery is an amazing source of natural sodium. So if you work out a lot, if you're sweating a lot, it's an excellent thing to add into your system, into your diet. Since we're not adding any kind of salt at all to our foods, celery is a great addition to anything that we make today and here, any salad dressing, any kind of soup, to add that natural sodium into your food. So we have that pre-chopped, and I'm going to add that celery into the blender. Okay, so that's 4 stalks of celery. Our next ingredient is dried oregano. So we're going to add a little spices to this as well, just to give it some flavor. Oregano really, really helps with our liver. It helps support our liver, and it also helps with our stomachs. It's very supportive to our stomach as well, and it adds an amazing flavor to this soup. Oregano and tomato, they go hand in hand. So we're just going to go ahead and add that spice. That'll bring out beautiful flavor in the soup. Okay, and our last ingredient for our hot tomato soup is going to be cayenne pepper. So cayenne pepper and the dried oregano, you'll find those ingredients where the herbs and spices are found in your grocery store. Cayenne pepper, it's spicy, it's hot, okay? So when you add cayenne pepper to anything, remember, a little goes a long way, and the longer it sits in the soup itself, the hotter the soup will get. So if you like spice, that's not a big deal. But if you're not one that likes a lot of spice, a little pinch will do, or this is just optional. You don't have to add the cayenne pepper at all if you don't like spice. But cayenne pepper is really great for our circulation. So it helps us sweat and get all those toxins out and get our circulation going. It's very, very healing to our circulation. Excellent. And the last ingredient we're going to add to our soup is water. So we want to go ahead and do a purified water. Don't want to use tap water at all. Lots of chemicals in there, lots of things that we don't want. So if you can avoid tap water, that would be best. So we want some type of purified water. So this is 1 cup of water, and I'm going to add that straight to our blender, and we're going to blend. Excellent. So with the blender that we're using today, this is a Vitamix, and this is a very high-powered blender. So the longer I blend in the Vitamix, the warmer this soup is going to get. So you don't want to keep it blending too long because you don't want to, to overheat your food. But if you want a warmer soup, then you're going to want to blend it a little longer. In a different blender, in just a regular standard blender, it's still going to do some of that if you keep it blending for a while. Of course, with your soup, if you want a thinner soup, you're going to want to add some more water. If you want a thicker soup, just go ahead and decrease the water amount. But your soup is all ready. If you want to add or make this into a salad dressing, you can do that as well. Again, if you want to add a little more fluid, it's going to be more of a liquid salad dressing. Add a little lemon juice, that would make a nice dressing as well. So here we have our spicy tomato soup.